Namaste, everyone. I decided to do this video that kind of a follow-up from my last video that dealt with the breath. I mentioned that we use the breath to get into meditation. This meditation uses the breath. And I've talked to a lot of people on social media and online today, and there's been a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear. The unknown is scary. This meditation gives you a moment of stillness, which allows you to find some peace and some calmness. And I think it would be appropriate to use today since there seems to be a lot of that going, a lot of anxiety going on. So how do we get into a meditation state? It's very simple. You have different options. You can sit simple cross-legged pose just like I am sitting up on a cushion. You can lay on the floor. You can lay in Shavasana, and you can place something underneath your knees or underneath your neck, whatever makes you comfortable. If you're laying in Shavasana, the typical way to do it is palms facing up, and there's a reason for that. There's a lot of nerves in the palms of the hands, so what you want to do is make sure that they're palms facing up, because it can be very distracting sometimes to have it facing down, especially when you're laying down. If you need to, you can sit in a chair. If you sit in a chair, please sit so that your sit bones, you're sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones, but your feet are flat on the floor when you do it. You can sit on the floor and you can put your back against the wall. If you need to, you can extend out through your legs. Whatever works for your body. You want to be as comfortable as possible. If the body is uncomfortable, you can't get into a meditative state. It's just not possible. The body will distract you. So I want you to figure out what you need to do as we find our way into this meditation. Doing whatever you need to, moving. Everyone laughs. I always say wiggle, squiggle, move, stretch, adjust, whatever you need to do so that you can get into a meditative state. So figuring out where you need to be. I'm going to sit simple cross-legged pose, whatever is more comfortable for me. Sitting up nice and tall on my sit bones. If you're sitting, you want to bring your shoulders up by the ears and drop the shoulder blades down the back. If you want, you can, if you're very anxious, you're having a lot of anxiety issues today, you want to take your palms facing down on the knees for a little grounding when you're sitting. Or you can put your hands palms facing up as a gesture of receiving. You want to drop the chin down slightly to extend out through the neck. And I want you to take a cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose, sighing out the mouth. Closing the eyes, and we'll bring the focus inward. Taking a moment just to settle in. Allow the body to settle into the pose, whatever it is, into the moment. With every exhalation, releasing any tension held anywhere in the body, and simply allowing yourself to relax. And if you find you're holding tension somewhere in the body, some part of the body doesn't want to relax, on your next inhale with your mind, send your breath to that part of your body. What happens next is the body begins to relax, releasing out that tension, allowing you to settle a little deeper and to relax a little bit more. And then we'll bring the awareness to the breath, your natural breath. We're not going to control it. We're just going to bring awareness to it. Something we do every moment of every day and pay absolutely no attention to it. So right now what I want you to do is become aware that you're breathing. Now awareness of the breath comes in one of a couple ways. It's usually the rise and the fall of the belly and chest, or the inhalation and the exhalation through the nose. There's no wrong answer here. It's wherever it falls for you, whatever feels appropriate. So what I want you to do now is become aware that you're breathing. And notice, as you bring your awareness to your breath, it naturally deepens, just because your awareness has been brought to it. Now the next thing I want you to do is realize that as you breathe, you inhale and you exhale. And what I would like for you to do is with your mind, I'd like for you to mark it. Now you can say to yourself, rise and fall, in or out, whatever works best for you. But what I want you to realize is that when you breathe, you inhale and you exhale. So take a moment now and bring your awareness to the inhalation and the exhalation of your breath. Now you may have noticed that as you brought the awareness to the inhalation and the exhalation, that there's more to the breath cycle. I want you to now bring your awareness to the first of two things. There's a pause that occurs between the inhalation and the exhalation. It's a moment in time, a fraction of a second. You're not breathing. There's stillness here. There's peace and there's calm. So now bring your awareness to this pause in the breath cycle. Now there's a second pause in the breath cycle. It occurs between the exhalation and the next breath. Another moment in time, a fraction of a second. You're not breathing. Your body is still. There's peace and there's calmness here. Bring your awareness to this pause in the breath cycle now. And here's where I would like for you to meditate for just a few moments. For now, you can do it again later if you need it. What I want you to do is bring your focus to both pauses in the breath cycle. The one that occurs between the inhalation and the exhalation, and the one that occurs between the exhalation and the next breath. 2 moments in time, fractions of a second. You're not breathing. Finding the stillness, the peace and the calm that occurs in these pauses. Take a moment now, focus on these 2 pauses in the breath cycle. Now to come out of this meditation, release the awareness of the breath. Release the awareness of the pauses of the breath. Bring your awareness first to the top of your head. Draw it down through your face, into your neck. Drawing down into the shoulders and down the arms, all the way to your fingertips. Drawing the awareness down through the chest and through the torso. To the pelvis, to the thighs, to the knees, to the shins and the calves, the ankles, the feet, and your toes. Take another cleansing breath here. Inhale through the nose, sigh out the mouth. Allowing the awareness to return to the body. You can begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your hands, move your feet, bringing the awareness back into the limbs. Now if you're laying down, you're going to bring your right arm right alongside your right ear. You're going to carefully roll over to your right side. You're going to pause, bringing yourself up to sit however feels comfortable for you. If you're sitting, yes, you can uncross your legs. You can actually start to wiggle, massage your feet, whatever you need to do. If you're sitting in a chair, you can wiggle around, moving yourself carefully. And when you're ready, we're going to do this final breath to close this practice. So you'll bring your arms to your side. Inhale, arms up, palms to touch. Prayer hands come together overhead, down in front of the heart center. I want you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it all out. Prayer hands to the third eye spot to honor the wisdom. Prayer hands to the floor in front of you to honor the location. Prayer hands back to the heart center to honor yourself. Namaste.